nowadays what seems really popular is the spiritual practice with no effort, the so-called relaxation time, in which we keep living our busy life, and then we sign up to a session in which we lie down in Shavasana, we receive can be some yoga nidra, sound baths, which are marvelous practice, but they cannot constitute the 100% of our spiritual work. They are as important, I would say 50 and 50%. 50% we need to do the work, go and dig deeper in our soul challenges, which reflect themselves in our daily life. And 50% we need, of course, to have time for the void, time in which we are doing nothing, in which we allow ourselves to be there and enjoy that moment of someone else that is offering their practice, their skills to us. And this is why, because if we keep cleaning and removing the dust from the surface only, which means we take care of our surface only, which is the easiest things to do, and actually we don't remove any layers in our life, in our soul, those layers will become stronger and stronger. So our weaknesses, our imperfections, because we have them, our challenges will become more and more rooted. And then it will be extremely difficult to remove them, because they will create further patterns. And by keeping ignoring them, they don't go away. At some point, when the space inside ourselves is saturated, we realize that we go mad. We don't have time to add more. Because the only way for which our knowledge can evolve, and it's not a matter of knowledge in our souls, it's just a matter of knowledge of ourselves. We don't need to know more practices or more ways. We can also concentrate on 2 or 3 ways of inner work in our life. But at least we need to practice one of them or a couple of them, because it's always good to have different ways, because one discipline is not able to sort out all our problems. And to do that on a regular way, to do that on a regular basis, to receive the healing, to do a personal practice of healing on a regular basis, is just a way to keep our inner machine as clean as possible, so that then, first of all, we can channel more, so we can connect with the divine, with the universe that is sending messages to us, and we have more chances to make more valuable choice from a spiritual point of view. And then, second of all, we clean that inner path that allows us, our emotions, not to implode. So this is also it's very good and essential to express our emotions in our life, to say when we don't agree with something, to say what we think to someone on a daily basis, instead of just accumulating and then exploding at some point and saying and expressing our opinions in a very intense way, which doesn't help any of us. But if we are educating ourselves to say, to express our thoughts, to remove that barrier of blockage of we are in a situation and we need to be polite, and we need to we can't say that actually we didn't enjoy something or we didn't have benefit. Let's take the freedom, let's take the courage to massively be thankful to the person and say, look, it didn't work for me because of this and that. And that can be a beautiful feedback from the other person, also to think about not only one way in order to be able to help more people. And it's also helping us in keeping this channel clear, because the more we express our thoughts, the more we say also to another person, that can be a friend, a partner, a colleague, look, your behavior, what you are doing is actually creating a damage to me, is hurting myself. And of course, before doing that, always ask, is it my mind saying that? or is it my heart? Is it a thirst of revenge for any other reason? There is the ego involved, or is actually that I feel that my heart was hurt because of the sentence of another person? But the more we help ourselves, we educate ourselves with this element of familiarizing with something, which is actually the real meaning of meditation, is familiarizing with the repeated habit, with the repeated action of something. We root a positive attitude into ourselves. Otherwise, removing all the layers of negativity that are living inside ourselves becomes simply more difficult and difficult.